Picture a continuum of effectiveness, which ranks the methods people use to change minds. At the top is the most effective method, direct experience. At the bottom is the least effective, verbal persuasion. Now, what if someone has not had any experience with your products and is reluctant to try? What do? Give them an in-between experience, a vicarious experience. Share your own story. Your story can give someone an experience through your eyes. To test the memorability and credibility of stories, one of the authors, along with Dr. Ray Price and Dr. Joanne Martin, provided 3 different groups of MBA students with exactly the same information. In Group 1, the students were given a verbal description that contained facts and figures. Another group was given the same information, only it was presented through charts and tables. The final group was provided the very same details, however, they were presented as a story of a little old winemaker. To the researchers' surprise, when tested several weeks later, not only did those who had heard the story recall more detail than the other 2 groups, that had been predicted, but they also found the story more credible. MBA students gave more credence to a story than to cold, hard facts. But why? Because stories help individuals transport themselves away from the role of a listener who is rigorously applying rules of logic, analysis, and criticism into the story itself. Concrete and vivid stories exert extraordinary influence because they transport people out of the role of critic and into the role of participant. The more poignant, vibrant, and relevant the story, the more the listener moves from thinking about inherent arguments to experiencing every element of the tale itself. Stories don't merely trump verbal persuasion by disproving counterarguments. Stories keep the listener from offering counterarguments in the first place. When you cannot provide someone with their own experience, share your story. Stories are much more effective at changing minds than verbal persuasion. Stories give someone an experience through your experience.
Now it's time to start adding some flavor and color to your own story. Take a few minutes and glance over the questions below. In developing your story, we are also defining your why. Answering the question, why am I doing this, is the foundation of your intention. Acting consistently with your values, beliefs, and intention creates integrity and conviction. To create your story, answer these questions in your manual. The beginning of my story. Use vivid detail and emotional language. What is the problem or negative situation I faced? This could be a health issue, a financial concern, or trying to avoid those kinds of things in the future. How did I feel? The action of my story, the cause of the change. What did I do? How did I become acquainted with Visi products? What action did I take? Which Visi product did I use? Over what period of time?